you know, all eyes are going to be on it. So I found this letter, and I think it is so funny. I just want to read it to you. This is from, so Richard Branson, you know, the owner of Virgin Airlines. Okay, so he tweeted, he said, how to write a complaint letter. Read this hilarious note from a frustrated airline passenger. So this is from a smaller subsidiary, a Caribbean airline that he owns. And I love that he's the one that tweeted this because he got this letter and it had to make him laugh. And the airline is Liat. So I don't know if it's pronounced Liat or if it's Liat. Anyway, he says, Dear Liat, may I say how considerable it is of you to enable your passengers such an in-depth and thorough tour of the Caribbean. Most other airlines I've traveled on would simply wish to take me from point A to point B rather in a hurry. I was intrigued that we were allowed to stop at not a lowly 1 or 2, but a magnificent 6 airports yesterday. And who wants to fly on the same airplane the entire time? We got to change and refuel every step of the way. I particularly enjoyed sampling the security scanners at each and every airport. I find it preposterous that people imagine them all to be the same. And as for being patted down by a variety of islanders, well, I feel as if I've been hugged by most of the Caribbean already. I also found it unique that this was all done on island time, because I do like to have time to absorb the atmosphere of the various departure lounges. As for our arrival, well, who wants to have to take a ferry at the end of all that flying anyway? I'm glad the boat was long gone by the time we arrived into Tortola last night, and that all those noisy bars and restaurants were closed. So thank you, Liat. I now truly understand why you are the Caribbean airline. P.S. Keep the bag. I never liked it anyway.
Oh, isn't that the worst when you've had a horrible flying experience and then to top it all off, like the icing on the cake, your bag's not there and you're just like,
never going to see it again.
I don't even want it.
That is really cute.
And you know, Richard Branson is, you know, I really like him and I like what he stands for, and the fact that he has a good enough sense of humor to, you know, share that letter, and I'm sure they made some changes there.
Well, of course he's going to share that letter. You're reading it on the air for everybody to hear.
Right.
Think if you're doing it, how many others are.
Yeah.
So that's just a cool move.
Yeah. Well, and you know that they'll enact certain
Well,
things
I love
to make
that
sure
person's
that never
sarcasm and snarkiness in it. That's like how I would complain about something. Like,
it's so great.
Oh, we don't eat hot food anymore? I didn't want my food hot. That'd be weird. I'd love it to be cold.